Hello, what's up guys? I'm Kyle from KGR and welcome to Show and Tell. For the few that are new, Show and Tell is my monthly pickup series, but for those who have been watching me for I don't know how long, if you've been watching the past couple episodes, I keep saying I can't really afford to do this series anymore because I no longer work 2 jobs. But in the past few episodes, I managed to buy a bunch of stuff anyway. Call it lucky, call it spending money stupidly, potato. But this month, sadly, I didn't really get much. I got like 4, maybe 5 different things, and 2 of them were like towards the end of February after I recorded the last Show and Tell. So really I only got like 2 or 3 things, but I want to show them off anyway, and plus I kind of want to give you guys a little bit of update on what's going on with my real life because that's actually going to affect this series. So plus let's make the video a little bit longer. So let's get into everything I got for March and end of February. So the first thing I want to show off is actually something that you're currently looking at right now, and that is my new gaming monitor. If you've been watching my streams, you've probably been hearing me ranting about this thing like, oh my god, I love this thing so much. So my last one, it didn't break. It just got really crappy, I'm not gonna lie. So technically it was a Scepter 75Hz monitor I got on Amazon for like 90 bucks or so, back when I bought this new PC setup. And at first I liked it because the colors looked great, but then I realized while I'm looking at that and my stream OBS at the same time, for a monitor that's quote supposed to be 75 Hertz, when things are in motion, it looks god-awful. It looks very blurry. In fact, my 60 Hertz monitor looks a lot better. So that's when I realized I need a better monitor. So I got this new monitor. This is a MSI Optics Mag series. It's like 144 Hertz. I think I paid about like 200 bucks for it. And no lie, it's a beautiful monitor. But sadly, I can't get it to go at 144 Hertz because everything is running through my HDMI switch box down here, including this monitor. So as soon as I want to play a different console or anything, I just press a button and it automatically switches to channels for me, which is a lot more convenient. But sadly, I don't get that slick motion of the mouse that you would see on 144 or even 120 Hertz, because like since I'm running over HDMI, the most I can get is 120 Hertz, which don't get me wrong, does look pretty great. But as soon as I go over 60 Hertz when I go through this HDMI switch box, it starts to flicker bad. So I gotta stick with 60 Hertz, so I'll be fine. I'll live with it. Plus, having one only 60 and 100, another one being 120, I think that'll throw me off anyway. So, like, if anything, it's a small blessing in disguise. But whenever I get a better setup, I'll be able to use the 144 Hertz in no time. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not sure if you noticed, but I rearranged my setup over here because I'm making room for the new PlayStation when that comes out. So, if you like it, let me know. And I kind of want to do a video going over my setup if you ever want to see that. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. But I kind of want to get a few more things before I make that video. Oh yeah, I also have to get speakers because the monitor doesn't have any built-in speakers, and even if it did, they'd be crappy anyway. So I got new speakers. They were also like a little over 20 bucks, so like that wasn't bad. But yeah, I love everything so far. But the next investment I want to do before I make the video is I want to get a wireless headset. Mainly because the wire is getting annoying, and plus my headset's starting to die anyway. And that guy is going to cost me... normally it's $330, but I can get it for a lot cheaper than that. But I shouldn't do the investment now, but I might. We'll see. Orders it after this video recording. Anyway, that's enough about that. Yeah, got a new monitor. I absolutely love it, and now I'm going to show off everything else that I got. So this is a spontaneous buy. I didn't plan on picking this up at all. It's something that I have been wanting for months. But it was always in the back of my mind. I never really, like, craved it really bad. But it's just a, hey, if I ever saw it, I'd pick it up. And then I saw it, so I picked it up. So, my girlfriend and I went to a place called Second and Charles. Some of you may have heard of this store before. Like, it's mostly on the East Coast. But I know, like, some people have talked about it on YouTube, I think. So, hey, including Ricardo. Hey, Ricardo. Hey, Speed Supersonic. How you doing? But the thing that we got was not Sonic. So, Speed Supersonic is going to be very disappointed. So, I'm sorry, Ricardo. In fact, it's the opposite of Sonic, and that is a Mario figure. Now, I got this one in particular. This is a Pixel Pals of Super Mario World. Now, I got this because I love Super Mario World. Super Mario World is like my favorite 2D Mario game of all time. Because that's the one I grew up with. And if you actually notice, hopefully you can see, behind this monitor, there's a giant Super Mario World cartridge. I love it so much. It's so cool. But anyway, yeah, so I found this at Second and Charles while I was out with my girlfriend. And I found it for like 10 bucks, so I'm like, sure, why not? And we got it used. So I guess the previous owner also had a USB adapter for it instead of using standard batteries. So that's neato burrito. But personally, I don't want to use a cord with this thing. I'd rather have actual batteries for it because I like wireless. I hate having wires everywhere. I'm sorry. That's why I got AirPods, and ever since then, I can't go back. Everything has to be wireless, and everything has to be thin bezels. Because the iPhone 10, look what Apple did to me. It put me up to a new standard, and everything that's less than that is a freaking peasant. Peasants! So yeah, I got this. We got it back in February. I love it. This thing's so cool. I never let it up. But even if I try to let it up on video, like, I'd have to turn off all the lights. I don't feel like doing that. No. So, it looks great, but I'm just going to let it sit on my desk like this. Good enough to me. The next thing I got is also out in February. So, and that, or I should say these, are the Bring Arts Heartless figures, or Shadow figures. So, I like Kingdom Hearts. I've liked it since it's come out, like, back in, what, 2003? Something like that? I can't remember. It's been a while since the first Kingdom Hearts came out. I was in elementary school when that game came out. But man, I love these little figures. I've always wanted little Heartless figures because when, I forget who was it, Diamond Selects, I believe, started doing Kingdom Hearts figures. The characters themselves look awful, but their figures of the Heartless and Nobodies and everybody else, they look beautiful. But they had no articulation or anything, so like, they look nice, but you can't really do much with them. But Bring Arts is all like, hey, let's make these figures and actually have them be articulated. And what's cool is, like, you can actually change out the hands and the antennas, and they're fully articulated, so you can do whatever you want with them. And then they give you 2 of them in a pack, so that's kind of nice. But they do that so they could charge you at least $50 or $60. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's expensive. I'll buy it anyway. And do I regret it? I haven't done a photo shoot with these guys yet. I need to do that. But these are a great addition to the collection, though. Like, there's a lot of Kingdom Hearts figures I've been getting lately. I'm so happy. And there's quite a few I pre-ordered as well. Like, now the guys from Birth by Sleep are up for pre-order for the most part. Actually, no. Only Ven's up for pre-order as of right now. And Aqua's coming later. Point is, they're coming out. I'm excited because I love Birth by Sleep. So yeah, I got the Heartless figures and they look great. I would love to see more, but if they don't make more, I won't care. Because I don't have much money or shelf space. But moving on. So you saw that I got one 16-bit Mario and I felt incomplete, so like, let's go for an 8-bit Mario this time. Actually, no, that's a lie. I mean, I did get an 8-bit Mario figure, but it's for a completely different reason. So for the longest time, on my desk in the background, which you probably couldn't see anyway, maybe unless you really looked hard, I had this 8-bit Mario Amiibo, and I love it. I love it to death. I think it looks fantastic. I have one set in the box, because the box looks immaculate. But it always bothered me that I had one set in the box and only one loose. Because I want to have all my Mario, at least my loose ones, all my loose Mario Amiibos all together in my little shelf thing over there on top of my dresser. So, I've been debating on doing this for months. Finally pulled the trigger, especially at a terrible time where I'm only working one job, and now that the global pandemic's happening, now I'm currently not working, which, again, I'll get into more of that later. I'm not working. I bought this back when I was working. Anyway, the point is, I'm not making much money. Let's buy it anyway! I mean, that's pretty much the point of this series anyway. That is the modern 8-bit Mario. So it's just the same exact amiibo, just painted differently. And I love it. I'm happy now I have both of them loose and both of them in the box. The box is behind the camera. It's back there. But I don't feel like grabbing them. But point is, I have these. They look great. Now, I'm happy. How many amiibos do I have? It's actually a good question. Let me check. I think I have over 140. Okay. Cool. Am I obsessed? Yeah, I kind of am. I love amiibos. Alright, so the last thing I got is actually a gift from my girlfriend. We were at Five Below. We were looking at a bunch of stuff. And then she went back by herself, and then she bought me something. I'm like, oh no, here we go. It's actually something really cool, I'm not gonna lie. It's this little canvas of My Hero Academia. There we go. Let's say, like, if I lay it flat, like, the ring light, like, really, like, distorts it. If I tilt it, then it looks fine. But yeah, My Hero Academia. This is based off, like, the first poster. And I've always wanted the actual poster, but I'm like, I don't have much room. So this canvas is honestly perfect. Yeah, so you probably only paid like $5 or less. So that's really sweet. And it has like a little built-in hook thing, so I just gotta put up just a pin. Actually did the job just fine. Just a push pin. So I'm like, hell yeah. Now I think it's like a wood canvas. I don't know what it is. Probably plywood. I don't know. Point is, it looks immaculate. I love this. And my girlfriend also has one. Like, she got that like long before we started dating. But like, it's not My Hero Academia. She got like Hatsune Miku one. So when I saw that when we first FaceTime before we started dating, I'm like, is that Miku? She's like, yes. I'm like, alright, you're great. I love you. Let's date. Point is, this is cool. This is really cool. So it hangs like kind of above my bed, like under my Crash Bandicoot shelf. So I'm like, hey, that's cool. And I also pre-ordered some of the new My Hero Academia figures coming out, like the Figmas. God, that thing. I tried to mute it, but it won't shut up. Anyway, point is, I actually pre-ordered the new Figmas, Uraraka and Kirishima, and Todoroki. Oh yeah, I got those. Actually, no. Kirishima's not pre-ordered yet. Like he still needs to wait for a pre-order, but I know about him. But yeah, I got Todoroki and Uraraka both pre-ordered, so they're set. They're ready to go. They're already paid for. I'm ready. I'm excited. Can I afford it? No, I really can't. But I like them, so I'm gonna buy them. Alright, so now that I'm done showing off everything, and I really pushed out this video to over 10 minutes. Nice. So let me really go into like what's going on with my real life. So currently work at Best Buy, and that's the only job I have right now. And at least in Pennsylvania, I'm not sure about other states, but Best Buy is currently closed. A lot of stores, quite a few malls, like a lot of places are closed. Because like I still get emails about like how the store is gonna operate, like about Best Buy, but I'm not working, so I have no idea what's going on. I'm not gonna get into too much detail because I'm not sure how much this is confidential or not, but I'm just gonna give you like a summary. For a little bit, we're still getting paid. Like we're still getting like one more paycheck. After that, I have no idea what's going on. But because of the checks that we're getting through the state, I forget what those are called. Stimulus? Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. We are getting the stimulus checks, I believe. So, like, I'm going to be fine for the most part. And because I'm still living at home, I'm really good for the most part. But I'm going to reserve a lot of that money just to really go toward paying bills because I still have bills to pay. So, sadly, I'm not going to splurge on it and do a great show and tell next month because of the stimulus check. So with that said, I think pickups in general are really going to slow down to a halt. Like, I honestly don't think I can continue this series much anymore. And it sucks because I do love showing off a lot of things I have. I might still do it technically, but I'm going to wait until I compile a bigger list and then just make one bigger show and tell like later months down the line possibly. But it's not going to be a month by month basis anymore, sadly. And besides, like, compared to my other uploads I've been doing earlier in the year, show and tell has been, like, kind of dying off. Like, it's not as popular anymore. And, like, all of last year, that's, like, what half of my videos were. Like, if not more than half, maybe. I don't even know. The point is, like, the channel's been kind of saturated with this. So, I kind of want to branch out and do more different videos now. So, I guess look forward to that. Now that I have all this time off, I could technically upload more videos. I just gotta get more motivated again, and we'll be good. There have been other videos I've been wanting to record for a long time, but I feel like I gotta get a few things before I at least do the like setup video, because I've been wanting to do a video showing off my whole setup, and once I get a new headset, I think I'll be ready to record that video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. In the description, there's Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. If you want to follow any of those, by all means, go ahead. But I think when it comes to show and tell, I would say follow me on Instagram, because I think I'm going to try to actually upload more on Instagram saying, hey, look, I got these figures. So you can actually see what I currently get. Or at least do photo shoots of new figures that I get. So, look forward to that. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't get Animal Crossing, as you can tell. I got it for my girlfriend. but not for me because I'm not really into Animal Crossing personally. But I love what people can achieve in Animal Crossing, but I just don't have the patience to do it myself. But let me know in the comments, how are you enjoying Animal Crossing? Because I know like 90% of you guys probably have Animal Crossing right now. Anyway, I do gotta head out though. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys to death, and I'll see y'all in the next one.